Hello everybody and welcome to the third episode of the Pokemon Showdown Scoreboard here on my channel. And this time I'm actually recording the face cam, which I didn't last time. And you might be saying, I saw your face cam last time. Yeah, I recorded 2 battles without face cam, and I just deleted that recording because obviously that wasn't going to be good. Last episode we lost Mr. Rhyme, aka Real Bad, and today we got Anakin the Hippopotas joining our team in the Showdown Scoreboard. Let's get right into the first battle. And Lucario, Dracopult, I think you called Dracopult, Halusha, Braviary, Excadrill, and Baltic, I think. Still not very good with Gen 8 Pokemon. Let's lead with, let's say, you have 3 Pokemon weak to rocks. I'm gonna lead with Anakin. I've got a second Pokemon on my team now that has rocks, but this one also has, oh, that's potentially bad. That's, you don't have Maul Breaker, so either Sand Rush or Sand Force. I probably should have figured out that I would not want Anakin out until Excadrill is dead. I'm gonna start with the Earth Power here. I probably can take whatever it is you want to deal out, right? Unless you have a choice band, which is Sandstream, in which case you might one-hit me. But then again, look at my physical defense. It's 420. It's the main number. Oh, that's not good. Actually, I like Shiny Braviary. I don't think I've ever seen it before. That looks neat. Yeah, again, I can take a hit as long as it's a physical attack. So that's at least 1 point for Anakin. I don't think I need to explain the nickname. I went to see Rise of Skywalker over the weekend. And not that it has to do with any kind of spoilers in there, but I was like, let's do a Star Wars name. It's like a whole sand themed Pokemon. Let's go with Anakin because he doesn't like sand. It's coarse and gets everywhere. Very sorry for alienating like 50% of the people watching this, probably, because you either love Star Wars or you just don't get it. And when you love Star Wars, you hate Star Wars. So it's a weird relationship the fans have with the media. Let's just Rock Blast. Let's not Rock Blast. I should pay a little bit more attention to the game here. Do I want to put up spikes is the question? I don't think I really care about spikes. Oh, it's Boltund. Okay. That's fair enough. Are you called Dracopult? You are called Dracopult! I knew something at least. The thing is, the only thing on my team that can take out is Excadrill is going to be Excalibur, but I'm not going to switch into Excadrill with Excalibur because I'm not an idiot. So I'm just going to try to set up some Oh. Yeah, you don't need Sand Rush when you have an Expert Belt? Huh. You don't need Sand Rush with this. With this new Rapid Spin bullshit. Let's see. Let's go into Moonbaby and set up screens. Why would you do Iron Head there? I mean, it works, but don't you have any useful? Don't you have Earthquake? Surely you have Earthquake. We're about to find out because you do outspeed me now. This is my only chance of taking out this extra. You don't have Earthquake. Why wouldn't you have Earthquake? I mean, I guess for coverage, you don't really need Earthquake. I guess. What will Boltund do There's no way I'm outspeeding you. So let's try to King Shield. Okay. That's not very good for me. Let's try to think about this logically. Excalibur will be needed to take out probably the Dragapult. I don't think I have anything else with Dragapult. So I go into Hermes and I Rock Blast Bolt. Oh, you called it Bolt! I like the nickname. I like the nickname. I haven't seen that movie in forever. I'm very afraid that it's actually a bad movie. I have fond memories of it, so I don't want to watch it again. Your specs now, right? I changed it to choice packs. I might have done that last episode already. Hyper Voice should do like a lot of damage here, even against a Halusha, which. Oh, I like this. I like this. I don't like that. I don't like that. I can still go into Disappointment. I mean, Disappointment at this point is just a safe switch in for you live that. That is upsetting. And you have a live orb. Okay. Even at your lowest speed, I don't outspeed. So doesn't really matter what I go for because you just kill me here. I'm gonna go into Slytherin and let's see. You have an electric type. I think generally speaking, Surf will be the best option here. You now probably will go into Dragapult because you resist Surf. Yes, you are aware that I'm choiced. At this point it's just, oh my god, oh my god! Okay, at this point it's just seeing how much damage I can do. I don't know what the like stat spreads on these new Pokemon are. So I'll just have to experience that as we go. You're definitely gonna get Shadow Sneaked, which that's Dragapult done. I think I can still win this. Braviary I can't use Shadow Sneak against. I mean, I'm just gonna King Shield again. Just so that I can get in defensive mode. Now your attack is lowered. This is the exact same thing that happened before, but now. The thing is, Braviary is gonna fuck me up if I lower my defenses. Let's see what an Iron Head does. Obviously that wasn't a good idea. I mean, there's no way you're gonna fall for that again, are you? You... Okay, this is just a person that is not really like thinking the moves through, obviously. So if that was resisted, Shadow Sneak will do about the same. And if I'm gonna get hit anyway, because if I use close combat, he outspeeds me, and I lose defense for the next two. So I might as well Shadow Sneak here and hope for a crit. Oh my god! Oh my god, that crit won me the game. That crit won me the fucking game. Cancel, cancel, cancel. I want a King Shield. That crit won me the game. Either way, that was a real good game. I actually won a game. Hold on a second. I actually won a game with this team. So practically speaking, I won a game with an Aegislash and a Heliolisk. And nothing else. On to game number 2. We have a Toxtricity, which is hiding behind this Conkeldurr, a Toxapex, a Gyarados, a whatever this is called, and a Seismitoad, which means that I'm probably gonna be fucked. I'm gonna start with Anakin again. Anakin does seem like oh, it says here in the chat it's a Hatterene. That's what it's called. I'm just gonna stealth rock you. You might, I mean, go ahead, toxic spike me. I'm going to just defog in a moment. There's nothing much I can do here. I mean, yeah, that is super effective, but look at how pathetic that damage is. Let's see what you're going to do now. You know what? That makes perfect sense. And that was a critical hit. Getting a lot of crits here today. I mean, I do have slack off, so... And I'm also burned. So I can take out the Toxapax here, and I won't... Oh my god, you have recover! Okay, so you just win this, especially now that the Sandstorm runs out. But I do want to... Fuck you! I don't want to fuck you. I don't know you. I've never talked to you. I've just like met you a couple of moments ago, and we just like we're at our first Pokemon in this battle, mate. Maybe after the battle, maybe. But okay, let's go into disappointment. Let's not go into disappointment. Actually, we're not going to disappointment here because he's just going to set up the toxic spikes again. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into Slytherin. Probably should have gone for Excalibur here, for being honest. But what's Excalibur going to do? So let's see how much we can do with the Hyper Voice until we just die. Yeah, you thought I was going to go for the Thunderbolt, didn't you? You thought I was going to go for the Thunderbolt, but I'm not an idiot. Sometimes. Usually I am. But sometimes I have good moments where I'm not actually an idiot and your Seismitoad is dead. So now I could switch out in theory and then go for Thunderbolt, because Thunderbolt will be good against Gyarados and... Actually, there's nothing that actually resists Hyper Voice, and Hyper Voice is a good enough move on its own, especially with Choice Packs, so I'm just gonna stay in here. I probably outspeed you. Oh, I outspeed you by a lot. Oh, it's not good. Okay. That's Slytherin done. I kind of figured that. Is there any good reason for me to defog right now? Because you're just gonna set up again. You're just gonna set it up again. So... There's a chance I outspeed you and I could like try to drill back you, which would be funny. Or I could set up a Tailwind. The moment I said that, Rookity, my opponent just left. Let's Tailwind. Maybe it's my internet connection actually. No, my internet connection seems fine. I don't know. Usually when I'm like, if I'm streaming I can just see if I'm dropping frames. I can't do that now because I'm only recording, obviously. So let's put on the timer and see. I mean, if my opponent doesn't come back, that's 4 free points, which I wouldn't mind. So we're just going to see you for the next 2.5 minutes, and I'll get back to you when my opponent comes back. I would have lost that battle. I would have lost. Definitely. There's no way I would have won. Well, I could have won, but it wasn't looking in my favour, so I have no idea why my opponent disconnected. But hey, it saves me some editing, so let's move on to the last game of today's episode, game number 3. We have a Riombi, an Excadrill, a Dracozolt, a Corviknight, an Aegislash, and a Dracopult. A lot of Draca things. So, not leading with Anakin here, because I don't want to give like any boost to this Excadrill. Is there anything that's you're weak to Stealth Rocks, you're weak neutral to Stealth Rocks? Might as well. Let's see with what Hermes can do with Stealth Rocks. Dracopult. I just want to set up rocks. Excadrill probably is going to have the thing again, Rapid Spin. Actually, was that on the field recording? It might have been in the field part of the recording. Sturdy coming through for me so that I can actually set up the stealth rocks, and now you're just going to annihilate me. Which, honestly, I'm fine with. I'm even more fine with this. That was wonderful. Okay, so you're definitely going to have King Shields. I'm not going to go Aegislash versus Aegislash here. Let's go with Anakin after all. This shouldn't boost your defense, should it? I never know what Sandstorm actually does as a secondary effect. It boosts the special defense of rock and steel types, or just rock types? Or was it only in like a certain generation? I never know. You know what? That works for me. Totally works for me. That did no damage whatsoever. You're going to rapid spin, definitely. Already outspat me, so you're not going to like gain an advantage there. And one more of these will take you out. And do you have anything that... Yeah, you could go into Corviknight here. Or oh, I thought you were Berg Flying. Or Fairy Flying, I guess. But you're Berg Fairy. Which still makes you weak to Stealth Rock, actually, I think. You stayed in. I didn't think you would. That's actually real gone. Okay, so now I can set up Stealth Rocks again, but with Anakin. Which is going to be significantly more, like, advantageous for me, because I don't really want to keep Hermes on the team. Anakin, I'm kind of okay with. So, why would you do that? That must have been a misclick, right? What? Surely that was a misclick. I need something. I need Toxic on you, because you can stall as a motherfucker. Okay, that's not good for me. Let's go into Moon Baby. That's potentially even worse. Bypass a substitute. Okay, that's all I needed. I need you to be asleep. Thank you. That's all I needed for right now. Now, Slytherin, Thunderbolt, I think will be good. You probably will switch out, I imagine. You didn't switch out. You're definitely going to switch. You still don't know that I'm Choice. Because that just broke your... You might think that you might get away with this, but you won't. Okay, so... This is the end of Slytherin, because he's now going to send out Dragapult, and I can't do any... He sent out Terayombi! Which is... potentially going to outspeed me and kill me, yeah. Okay, still, I got a kill. I'm fine. I mean... Ooh, that could have been annoying. It wasn't, and now you're dead. Okay, so we're also going to win this last game. Today's episode is a good episode. You left. You left. Not because I got lucky, not because I got a crit. Well, you did miss the Sunspore. But just because you're bad. I don't know that, but you did try to use Thunderbolt on a ground type, so... I don't know. It probably was a misclick, right? There's nobody that's actually, like, trying to use an electric type move against a ground type. Especially when you can just mouse over something and see its typing. There's nobody that would actually do that. That must have been a misclick. You must have been trying to, like, use Draco Meteor or something again. Anyway, that's going to be the end of this episode, because 10 seconds left, and then we'll have won this game as well, and we're turn 16, so that's definitely past the first 5 turns. We've won all our games today. We've won only, like, one legitimate one. The other 2 were forfeits, but hey, 3 out of 3 with a team like this? I ain't complaining. Let's go see who gets eliminated. Today we have a double elimination. We almost had a single elimination because I was very tempted to give Moon Baby a point for putting that Corviknight to sleep. Usually I wouldn't give something a point for just using Sing, but since putting that thing to sleep kind of allowed Slytherin to come in and kill it, it was worth an assist point, I thought. Because otherwise that thing might have swept my team. But then looking over it like 3 or 4 more times, it was like, Slytherin did get hit by it, and it did survive. So maybe the next turn, Excalibur would have been able to come in and do something there. Or I could have played it differently and send in Excalibur first to break the sub, and then Slytherin to take out the Corviknight. So it wasn't just a split in the timeline for using Sing. There were like multiple decisions leading up to whether or not I would have like won that game. And honestly, still Sing probably either way would have favored the game long term in my favor a lot if the game actually played out. But I chose to, it's a very like edge case. If it was just a little bit more to one direction or the other, it would have been a clear answer. I just fell into one direction. I was like, okay, let's just not give it the point. And then a couple of minutes later, the episode was over and I was like, fuck. I'm having a double elimination today. So let's go into Galar and generate our 2 new Pokemon for the next episode. The first one is Charmander. Okay. And the second one is a... Oh, Golisopod. How have you pronounced that? Golisopod. I always want to say Golisiopod, but it's a Golisopod. I actually like that. We'll have that next episode. See you then. Bye.